All right, y'all. Trump voters desperate for help after Medicaid gets cut off. We're going to get into this video, but first...
Hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up.
Yeah, man. They tripping right now. But we're going to get into it. Let's go.
If they cut our Medicaid, we would lose every hospital in our rural area, and then none of us would have health care. Not just the people on Medicaid, the people who have private insurance and Medicare. I'm a pharmacist. We took an oath to take care of people. We didn't say, no, only the rich ones.
In states that don't have right to work laws, the average pay is over $8,000 higher. The main thing that would help coal miners is to pass that PRO Act and repeal the right to work to where they could have a union, and that would solve all their problems.
So you were telling me that people are unaware, they're unaware that the whole reason why hospitals are not allowed to turn you away in an emergency situation, regardless of your ability to pay, is because of the Emergency Medical Treatment and Labor Act, which states that hospitals who receive Medicare funding are not allowed to turn you away. And they are proposing to cut back on Medicare and Medicaid. Talk to a caseworker. There are no ineligible people who are receiving it. The only people who are receiving it are eligible because there is a vetting process. All these people that they say are illegally getting it, it's not happening. The point is to start the process to get rid of it entirely. And if we get rid of the only guaranteed payment for medical care in this country and we leave it all to our pockets with no support, guess what's going to happen to you?
What's going to happen?
You are going to lose out on care because hospitals are going to close who depend on that funding. We don't have enough money to pay the bills that they decided were fair. Which, I'm sorry, I just had a life-saving surgery, and I owe $3,000.
Hey, man, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. $3,000 for a surgery that saved your life sounds like a fair price to me. Shit, I was thinking something crazy like $100,000. That's let me die. No, I'm joking. Bro, there's power in the tongue. I take that back. I was playing. You know my heart. I'm somebody's child. Remember that.
If I don't pay $55 fucking dollars that I don't have to my primary care physician, they can decide to no longer treat me. And they will. And I've got to start all over again somewhere else. You all think that you're safe because, it's been that way because we fought to get it that way. And they're reversing it. You all have been so fucking pampered that you don't understand what we had to fight for to get you. Oh, but POP, everyone dies. Bitch, apparently not fucking politicians.
What? Hold up, boy. Hey, bro, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, man. For real, I like when white ladies get mad, but they fighting for justice type mad. I like that. That's a scary sight, boy. She in a cut looking like that. She gonna be, boy, she look like she'll get in somebody's ass, man. I like that. I like that. For real. Look how she said, bitch. Look.
It's been that way because we fought to get it that way. And they're reversing it. You all have been so fucking pampered that you don't understand what we had to fight for to get you. Oh, but POP, everyone dies. Bitch, apparently not fucking politicians.
Boy, I love this lady, son. Yeah.
Just rolling the dice and just keeping my fingers crossed because if an auto accident occurred again without insurance, I'd be homeless. Period. I'd be homeless. This is not politics. This is life. This is life or death. Period. And I don't want to become homeless because I get in a car accident. I mean, these are things out of your control, and it's like we're being punished.
You know, this is what happens when you vote against your best interests and you don't think and use logic. When you let hate and bigotry run your thought process, this is what happens. Stop all that goddamn crying, goddamn it.
My medication, it runs $20,000 a month without insurance. I make $800 a month. Oh, that will kill me. That would kill my friends.
Did I hear this man right? Did he just say his medication costs $20,000 a month? As you... Dog, first of all, boy, these pharmaceutical companies and these insurance companies, y'all can go to hell. $20,000 for some pills that y'all really are upcharging probably 1,000,000%. Go to actual literal, non-figurative hell, bruh. I'm dead ass serious, man. I see why your boy did what he did, Luigi. Boy, this will make you crash out hearing some shit like this.
Not good.
Would kill millions of people in this country if they lose their health care.
We're in California's District 22, a rural community in the state's Central Valley. This district voted for Trump for the first time in 2024, but now his policies threaten one of the benefits people here rely on the most. Do you know anyone personally who voted for President Trump but depends on benefits like Medicaid?
Oh yeah. I know a lot of people.
One resident.
Yeah, you just admitted to knowing a lot of dumb people, a lot of sheep, a lot of cult people
who would be impacted by Medicaid cuts is 64-year-old Irma Arredondo, who voted for Trump in 2024. Irma has several chronic health issues, including type 1 diabetes. She's also a full-time caregiver for her daughter, who has cerebral palsy, and her sister, who...
I remember this lady, bro. She the lady who said she used to work in like the fruit farms, and I think the pesticides that they spray on the fruit got her sick.
Is Turner syndrome.
It's sad.
The medicine that my daughter took for seizures, I won't be able to afford it.
So sad.
So we feel hopeless if those cuts come, you know. What we're going to do.
Hey, I know one thing, and I'm sorry for pausing it, but this is the example I give people when they allow racist white people to indoctrinate certain ideas into them. They think that if they vote how the white people that treat them somewhat humanely vote, then their life will be better. But you got duped, you got finessed, you got played, you have been hoodwinked, you have been bamboozled. That's what happened.
Irma was a farm worker for more than a decade. She believes that some of her and her children's health issues can be linked to the pesticides she was exposed to while working in the fields.
You don't say.
Look at me right now. Look at me, how many sicknesses that I have. We got all in the fields. Where else? I feel like this stubbiness in the back, you know. But why? Why when we put food on their tables? Trump promised a lot of things. I thought it would be more family values and those programs that we really need here.
One of those promises was to protect Medicaid, which 67% of people in this district rely on. It's the largest percentage of any district in the entire country.
It's sad though.
Guarantee that Medicare, Medicaid will not be touched.
Yeah, I mean, I have said it so many times. We're not going to touch it.
The yays
are... You need to just not wake up, nigga. God damn, bruh. It pisses me off to him say it. We know he a liar. We know anytime he open up his mouth, he not telling the truth because the truth ain't in him. But to him say they won't cut Medicaid, to him say they won't increase taxes, and to hear them say that we won't start any new wars. And then for him to do it, just close your eyes and never open them again, please. Damn, dog. Dirt ass.
218, the nays are 214. The motion is adopted.
This bill represents the largest cut to Medicaid in American history. It will devastate vulnerable populations.
The largest tax break go to the wealthiest individuals. Are those your values?
No, that's not right.
Irma isn't the only one in District 22 who feels betrayed by the administration's plan to gut Medicaid.
The only people that are hurting are the poor people that really need the stuff. Elon Musk doesn't need it, Trump doesn't need it, and billionaires don't need it.
They're making out big time with this, but they're hurting people in the process.
If we could go back to November, who would you vote for now, seeing what you see?
For either one.
You just wouldn't have voted?
Not either.
They literally cut my food stamp card off. Zero balance. They took everything. So I told my husband, and he says to me as I'm crying.
I ain't gonna lie, dog. What in the meth head am I looking at, bro? I know she ain't messing around.
He says to me, well, maybe I'll lose some weight now. God, why did I vote for him? I didn't know this was gonna happen. I can't go get a job. Is there anybody out there that can help me, please?
Well, what do we have here? Not the brunette sister of the Princess Bride albino crying about food stamps. I'm even gonna skip past your husband's toxic energy. Talk about the fact you can't just pull yourself up by your bootstraps. I did manage to go through this creator's account, and boy, honey, you are on TikTok a lot. The There are so many reposts. You know what you could do with all that time if you stop being on TikTok?
Job.
You probably get a job. What's crazy about this algorithm is that sometimes you end up on the wrong side of TikTok, and you weren't on our side of TikTok where we were telling you Donald Trump does not care about poor people. Asking for help is wild. You have over 100,000 followers somehow on this account, so you're monetizing this content. You know what you're doing. This is actually giving exactly the people that Donald Trump wants to cut off, the people who want handouts. Meanwhile, there's immigrants and people that are working hard to contribute to this country, but no, you just want to be able to stay at home. You know what? I send you my concepts of thoughts and prayers, and I guess also concepts of food stamps. And also, dump your husband.
Yeah, I like how she served her up like she was at a fine dining restaurant just now. I like that. That make me real happy. I like that. Shit. Dumbass people voting for this dumb shit, bro. Like, bro, how can a rich man from New York possibly give a shit about you country bumpkins, you poor country bumpkins? Nigga wouldn't even piss on you if you was on fire. I can't believe, man, I don't trust politicians mostly at all, but man, especially not no damn Donald Trump, bro. The same nigga that sent out the lynch mob for the Central 5, the same nigga that was discriminating against black people moving into any of his apartments, the same nigga who mostly his employers say he's racist. Come on, man. The same dude that's gonna grab him by the coochie, the same one that got like over 34 counts of whatever. Like, dog, a black man with Donald Trump's track record couldn't even get a job at McDonald's on a Martin Luther King Boulevard in the worst city in America, most likely. But he became the president. It's crazy.
So a member of the Trump team has just admitted that they are indeed cutting Medicaid to the tune of $880 billion, which has nothing to do with waste, fraud, and abuse. David Sachs admitted on a podcast, he's an advisor to the White House, that they are indeed cutting it, even though we could all just read it in the bill because it says it right there. Section 44111 reduces the amount of money that is given to the states from the federal government. That's a cut. And in section 44142, they impose co-pays and deductibles that make it so most people on the plans can't use them. That is the point. They believe that the waste are people they don't believe deserve health care and are not worth saving. So Mike Johnson can say all he wants, and all of the other Republicans, that they're not cutting Medicaid. But we have a White House advisor who has admitted it out loud, and you can just read it in black and white. I encourage you all to go read the bill because the language is perfectly clear. They are cutting Medicaid. So
you talking about the big beautiful bill? You know what's interesting? This is what I would ask the Trump supporters, the MAGA cult, who doesn't think that this is a problem. I would ask them this. If you don't think it's a problem, do you think it's reasonable to assume that someone in your personal life may be affected in an adverse way or manner because of this? And are you willing to foot the bill for them since this isn't that huge of a matter? If a family member, a close friend of yours who doesn't live the same way you live, meaning you're living high off the hog, they need life saving procedures done, are you going to foot that bill for them? Because your president cut off the access for them to have that done via Medicaid. And they don't give a shit, bro. I'm telling you, man, I know right now, I can tell the dude right now, like, dog, you know your boy cut Medicaid and everybody in your family pool. This affect them. Man, I don't fuck with them people, bro. That shit. I don't even talk to my sister and brother no way. You a dickhead, bro. I know your brother and sister. They not bad people. You're just an asshole.
Why are you voting to cut Medicaid? Why are you voting on Medicaid cuts? Can you tell us why? Medicaid saves lives. This baby is on Medicaid. This baby's life is saved because of Medicaid, and you are voting to reduce Medicaid. You can run away from us now, but you can't run away from a bad vote.
Don't this look like a crazy lunatic woman, bro? Like if you read that somebody broke into a peanut butter factory and they went swimming in the gallon tank of peanut butter, you would assume it was her.
The people remember.
First off, Medicaid is AID, so there's that. Number two, stop falling for stupid shit. They already proved that the people on Medicaid that are going to lose Medicaid are not committing fraud.
Right.
My 70-year-old grandmother is not committing fraud. The disabled veteran is not committing fraud. The 8-year-old that needs Medicaid because his mom doesn't make enough money working 3 jobs is not committing fraud. And here's a further point. Every single person on the planet deserves health care. Period. 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 There is no more. Full stop. Take your opinion. You know what to do with it. People deserve health care. Period. I am happy to pay. If it means that people don't have to suffer and not have health care they need, I am happy to pay. Raise my taxes. Do it. I would much rather my taxes go towards Medicaid or some form of social health care so that everyone is taken care of. Food assistance so that everyone has food to eat. Housing assistance so that people have a place to live.
Respect.
Than spending $900 billion on fucking airplanes we don't goddamn need to invade countries we got no business in. Raising the wages for Congress when they don't do the right thing anyway. Tax cuts for the ultra wealthy. That is not where I want my taxes to go. I will gladly pay more in taxes if it means everyone in this country has medical has the medical assistance, has the medical care they need, food to eat, and a place to live. I will gladly pay more in taxes. Gladly. And if you don't have that attitude, I can't say it. I'm on TikTok. I can't say it. But you know.
I love a pissed off white man, bro. I thought I liked the pissed off white woman, but shit, man, the pissed off white dudes is, man, you all right with me, goddammit. Bro, at the end of the day, if I was like a crazy ass millionaire, billionaire dog, the amount of philanthropy that I would do, because I already do philanthropy right now, I just do it on a much smaller scale. I give money to people who I feel like need it. If you go above and beyond at a restaurant and you make me feel accommodated and warm and special, you getting 30%, 40%. I ain't bullshitting, man. If I drop $50 or whatever on a bill, I'll tip you probably 50. If I drop 100, I'll tip you 100, you know, because that's my karma. That's my blessings coming back. And it ain't hurting me because I'm doing well. And I think that I keep doing well because I have a giving heart. And like, I fuck with dude because he said something very profound to me. He said, if I got to pay taxes and more taxes so that people can have health care, then fine, I'll do it, bro. Like, real talk, knowing that my taxes going into helping some of y'all who watch me, potentially that sits well with me. I'm not going to hold y'all. I'm not a selfish person. I have a giving heart. So I like this dude off the strength that he said some shit like that, because that's real. People lack empathy these days, man. Like, I'm trying to become more empathetic because I could have been stern and hard and frank and all that kind of stuff. But man, bro, life is short, bro. You got to learn how to forgive. You got to see and meet people where they are and all that kind of stuff. But when you come at me with that foolishness, dog, the gangster shit come out. I'm not going to hold you, bro. I can go from zero to a hero real quick. But all in all, bro, I can get down with that message, bro.
Already seeing hardworking Americans be affected by Donald Trump's slashing to Medicare. This is crazy.
Stupid.
Everyone needs to hear the story of Ron. He's a senior citizen who is on Medicare, and until recently, his allergy treatments have been covered fully. But now, each time he goes to get his treatment, he gets 2 bills each for $481. Keep in mind, this is a treatment that is essential to his health.
Keep in mind, there's other countries in the world who got free healthcare too. Just, you always got to throw that in there just to piss you off a little bit more if you wasn't already.
Get this.
Getting injections between Medicare and my secondary, I didn't have to pay anything. The last 2 injections I got, which is every 6 weeks, I received a bill for $481 each time.
He goes on to say he gets 2 shots every time he gets his treatment once every 6 weeks, and he gets a $481 bill for each one. All of this is happening because Republicans pushed through the big, beautiful bill which takes away health care coverage from senior citizens like Ron here to give massive tax cuts to billionaires like Elon Musk. They told the working class that cutting these programs would put more money into our pockets, but if you ask Ron here, I guarantee he doesn't think that that's the case. In reality, they just want to shift the burden onto us so the billionaires can walk away with even more money. All of the money they take away from Medicare is money that could have been used to keep someone safe, healthy, and alive. Republicans take away from people like Ron here and give more money to billionaires, despite the fact that these billionaires already pay less taxes than nurses and firefighters.
I couldn't have said it better myself. You know, you really have to question the intelligence of these people, bro. Like, why would you vote for something that's going to hurt the people in your life? If you're my age, that means your parents are getting older. If you're the same age as me, your parents are getting older. And I got young parents because my mama was, you know, I love you, mama. But listen, most people my age, parents are like pushing 70. My mama ain't even knocking on 70's door. But nigga, I'm gonna have to take care of my mama basically because of this shit. pissing me off, man.
Red states FA'd, now they're about to FO. 72 million Americans depend on Medicaid, many of which are children and the elderly. Now, to fund his tax cuts for the wealthiest Americans, he is now asking his cult members in Congress to cut $880 billion out of Medicaid.
Goodness.
You probably won't be surprised to know that the highest number of Medicaid recipients typically come from red states. So let's take a look at the red states that are going to be impacted highest by Medicaid cuts. Those who will be impacted the highest include Louisiana, West Virginia, and Kentucky.
Oh, wow. One of my states. This is crazy.
The next group that will be highly impacted include Mississippi, Oklahoma, Arkansas, and Alaska.
Another fun fact, I was born in the great state of Mississippi, Jackson to be exact. Percentage-wise, the most African-American city in the whole country. Detroit got the most African-Americans, but as far as like ratio-wise, there's not a blacker city in the whole country than Jackson.
Yeah, my name is Tristan. I'm a board-certified emergency nurse in Spokane and represent the Labor Executive Council for the Washington State Nurses Association. And I'm here on behalf of, I think, of nurses across the state who carry the weight of these policies in real time with real patients. And in the emergency department, I don't think we see just patients. We see people in crisis. And we see patients who have skipped the doctor's visits because they couldn't afford them.
Yep.
We see older adults whose medications have run out. And we've seen illnesses that could have been treated with a simple prescription, but after delays in care now require hospital administrations. And these cases happen every day, disproportionately more so in some rural areas and in critical access facilities, but they often result in a delay in care of a healthcare system that's already in a delicate state. When Medicaid is threatened, it's not just numbers on a spreadsheet that shift, it's access, it's timing, it's options for patients. And without accessible coverage, people tend to delay care. They're choosing between groceries and medicine. Yep. And when they show up to the hospital, they show up sicker and their recoveries are harder. And that could have been managed by preventable diseases in primary care, but often becomes much more complex in the treatments. These delays don't just cost more, they leave patients and families with fewer options. Medicaid remains one of the few systems that helps ensure that some of our most vulnerable neighbors receive the best care based on need. And we want a healthcare system that functions. We have to protect it. We have to protect it for patients, for providers, and for the communities from which we serve. Nurses just want to provide safe, compassionate care, and we believe that the proposed cuts to Medicaid would be detrimental to the people from whom are members of the communities that we care for. So I appreciate your time and I appreciate your initiatives. Thank you.
You know what's crazy? I just couldn't. I don't know how y'all can willingly fuck over your neighbors like that, bro. All my neighbors old as hell, just trying to just live and get by. Imagine voting to hurt them knowingly though. Like, you knew this shit could happen, and you still did it. That's wild, bro. I couldn't do that to my neighbors, dog. Not my elderly neighbors. Mr. Turner, he 81 years old, Fayette, Mississippi. Mr. Albert, Miss Aurelia, they in their 90s, bro. Mr. Ray and his wife, they in their 80s. You know what I'm saying? Sebastian, he's fucking 79. Mr. George, he 80. I can't vote against them people, bro. Like, what's wrong with y'all? Hey, man, listen, I hope y'all enjoyed this video, man. And don't forget to...
Hype me up. Hype me up.
Crazy.
Hype me up.